All right, so this is one of the alloy tag materials that Brady sells. They're a thicker tag. They have a notch in them. We have to put the sensor, the gap sensor for the printer right over this. That's probably the trickiest part of this. It comes on a big roll with plastic spindles that push in on each side. We're going to just shove that in like that, all the way in against this wall. It has to be all the way in. Okay. Then we peel it off, and they're going to feed it through. And if we can see under here, there are two green adjustments. There's a outside edge guide that should be right up against the end so that it can't go back and forth in this direction. Right? You don't want to pinch it too much so that it prevents its motion, but you also want to limit you want to not allow it to go this way. Then the last step is this gap sensor. This is where the gap sensor is, and I'm going to show how to adjust that from the front here. Okay, so we'll come around to the front. Tags are coming out the top, and as we raise this, once you come around here, if you get a picture right down under there, you'll see a red light. You see it? Right there. That red light needs to line up with these notches. Right? See that notch right there? That notch needs to line up with the red light. So as I move the gap sensor left and right, you'll see the red light go. Let's go down a little further underneath. Let's see if we can see the red light in there. See that red light? I'm going to see how it's moving. So it has to be lined up with the notch in here. So you're going to look right down the throat until those are lined up. Otherwise it won't work. Okay. So we can, at this point, back up just a bit. We'll close the print head. We'll raise the latch. And we can hit the feed button. And if we've done it right, each time we hit the feed button, it should stop in the same position. You can see this is pretty much the right position here. We have a tag, spacer, tag, spacer, tag, spacer, right? So if the sensor wasn't on top of this notch, it would probably feed out multiple tags and then give you an error saying out of media. But as long as we keep hitting feed and it comes out to the same position, we're probably good. All right. Now we don't want to waste all these tags because they're a few bucks a piece. So we can raise the print head again, slide them all back, and remember where it ended in its position was about right there. Latch it, and we're ready to start printing.